Today, on the Terrible Warriors, our journey into the realm of Kult Divinity Lost reaches closure. One year ago, Aiden and Autumn passed through a door which led them to another reality. In that impossible place, they found someone. They found Blue, and they brought her back to our world. But is that what really happened? Did we rescue Blue? Or did we abduct her? The truth is laid bare, and with it the walls come tumbling down, and thus the future is that much darker. This is our finale to our cult campaign, Part 10, Arrival.
So last we left off, the airplane had dipped and the gas masks have come down from the ceiling as you hear screams of panic and the lights go out in the airplane.
Blue, you read all those safety pamphlets. What do we do?
The Autumn, get in your seat, and she's gonna try to first grab Autumn's slippery wrist and just yank her with her back to the seats.
As Blue does this, Autumn will go willingly and sit, but will not let Blue move and actually pull her into her lap and wrap her arms around her.
And you've got to, we have to sit down and we're supposed to be one to a seat, but I think this is fine. And
this is the thing. There's nothing to do
mask.
if the plane's going down. Yeah. You can't be a hero. All you have to do is brace yourself, right?
Yeah. And Blue is where she wants to be if she's dying, so.
Hey, baby.
She ain't doing anything, but she's just holding Autumn's arms around her waist and has shut her eyes and is just
before I grab my seat, and this is probably a stupid idea because I've already got several broken bones in my body. Is there anything else on Hastings' body if I were to search?
Yeah, he has a little notebook, very small with a pen wrapped around it.
Yeah, I'm just taking that and putting them into my coat just in case anything happens and we lose access to this. I'll have a look at it when the plane's we know this. Anyway, I just want to grab whatever he has on him, get it on my body, and get onto a seat and assume the position, I guess.
Are we nose diving, difficult to stand sort of territory here?
No.
We're not lifting off and having the zero gravity
a blip.
effect.
Yeah,
right?
You feel a little dip in
enough
the lights
that
are flashing
pressure's been affected
off.
because the masks have dropped.
But
it
you're
was a
stupid idiot probably busted a hole in the wall.
Yeah, but it's not you're not free falling.
Oh, okay. Just curious.
And Autumn's holding Blue and isn't doing up the seatbelt, but is wrapped around Blue as Blue, you're so good. You're taking care of all of us. You're doing so good.
I just don't want you to die again. I just want us to I just want to go back to our apartment. I don't want to be here. I just want us to be home. I want to go to home and have a child and be fine and be fine. And Blue's just sort of mumbling to herself these things with her eyes closed.
Darling.
When I get to the chair, what is in Hastings' notebook? If I were to open up the first few pages. Well, these two people need to get a room behind me.
Sorry.
Yeah, you see these sketches of large organic towers, almost like roots, shedding out of a deep undergrowth of ground and vines stretching up into the sky.
Do they look like the towers I saw at the window of the plane earlier?
Yeah, yes, very much so. And on every page you see different sketches of these different places within the same sort of perceptive world he seems to be drawing. And above one of the drawings it says, "And they will plant their seed, and the illusion will crumble."
Oh, I am circling the word the illusion.
Yeah, you circle it.
Yeah, I'm just flipping through all this, trying to ignore the pornography happening behind me.
Yeah, how's that going?
Autumn is says when Blue says, I just want to go to our apartment and be with our child or have a child, and she'll say, oh, darling, I'm so sorry. Our child is dead.
And that child grew up to become Aiden Callus.
Blue's
Aiden
going.
is baby.
Aiden is babe. As soon as that registers for Blue, she's sort of like rubbing Autumn's arms where they're wrapped around her stomach to like soothe herself, and like just has her eyes shut and is trying to be peaceful. And the moment it happens, she's just going to freeze and her eyes are going to open. And there's not really an expression. And Blue wants to dig in her memories and see if she can she remember her child dying, if anything has happened to her child, if something happened to the daughter that, did we have her name?
Roll, keep it together.
And that's 2d10s.
Yep. You dare to hop on there.
Okay, so it's a 15, but I lose something because I'm super insane. Hold on. What do I lose? -2, so it's a 13.
All right, are you sure you want to dive into that?
Yeah. Blue wants to know. She has to know, is this... How could something happen to her daughter?
You know everything comes with a cost. You don't have a daughter. You never did. You remember yourself as a little small fruit of a child. Tendrils attached to the base of your skull, hanging from a very large tower staring into red haze. You sucked your thumb on a daily basis. Sometimes you would look over and you would see something new and interesting crawl around, grab a brother or sister, pluck it from the vine, and consume it. The little ones almost had a quiet cooing sound while it was happening. And then one day, you saw her. Fiona. And you knew what you wanted to be because you saw who Fiona was with. And more than anything, you wanted to possess it.
So Blue, as she's sitting there having this memory, she'll stay still and quiet for a moment, her eyes open. And then Autumn will feel her just sort of relax and say, you're right, I'm sorry, she doesn't matter. She doesn't matter now that you're here, it's fine. It's all gonna be fine. And she's gonna be just eerily quiet and relaxed and like lean her head back on like Autumn's shoulder and sit there like that calmly as the plane jostles about.
Is Aiden the like only normal person on this flight anymore?
Yeah,
Thank you for finally acknowledging the truth of this matter, that you're all insane.
We shat on him for so long and now it's like, hey, I'm the only one who seems to be real people.
We're all just like monsters.
Guys.
And
Now,
Aiden's just like...
when you were, Mitch, as you were just describing this thing to Blue, is any of that imagery, like you're this plucking baby vine thing, is that some of the stuff that is in this notebook with these drawings as I'm flipping through? Am I seeing anything similar to this?
Yeah. Among the these towers, you see these vines and these trees, all sorts of small creatures growing from them. Like little fruits that you'd pick up, harvested and cultivated for something that's haunts the dark shadows of whatever world they exist in.
gonna completely upend any discussions on Yggdrasil, the world tree.
Autumn will, now that Blue's relaxed, lean forward a bit and be like, "What are you looking at, Professor?"
Mr. H's book. He knew more about this place than he let on. He's either been here longer than us or he's been here before. And I show the pages. We saw this out the window, but it's more detailed. He mentions something called the illusion in here. He talks about this place as if it's its own world in its own right. We're not going mad. We just don't belong here.
How does Autumn feel when she looks at this? How does Autumn feel when she looks at these? Is she like, "Oh, I was just there. I know what this is"?
I think we belong fine.
Like this is what we've been looking for. This is our codex. This is going to help us navigate what's happening to us.
Almost a little bit of sadness because you see in one of the drawings that there is a small little hand placed against the window.
What is the hand?
It draws some form of affection within you.
Maybe as I just go to flip the page, you tell me to stop turning the page and stay there?
Yeah, and Autumn will reach towards that page and kind of stroke it with her weird, moist, dead hands.
What does this page mean to you, Autumn?
Do I know? Can I look a little deeper here?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead and look.
And am I keeping it together?
Always.
I like your faith in me. 19?
Oh my god!
Yeah!
So this is like the most secure feeling you have had since this whole thing started.
Sees into the great beyond.
Yeah.
I'll show you my dice, but we're having good rolls
It can
tonight.
happen. You can roll 2 10s. Like,
Listen, Alindra basically crushed for just like half an episode, just nonstop.
Yeah, no, you crush Blue between your thighs. There you go. That's how it goes.
Death by a snoo.
I grit my teeth and I stay the course.
so many of us can be so lucky.
I grit my thighs and I stay the course.
Content warning, content warning, content warning.
What does gritting your thighs even mean?
This podcast will be banned in several countries. By the end of
Yeah,
this
I feel
series.
like I can do the motions, but I can't like explain them.
Like a kind of like a grasshopper when
Yeah,
you rub
it's
your
like-
little legs together.
Yeah, or when you like, yeah, I like it.
Okay,
Like-
I clench my thighs, and how do I feel about this?
Clench my thighs.
Sadness.
Whose hand is it?
You know, you kind of see this image of Fiona, her belly full and ripe before all of it went down. The memory of it is hazy, and it seems like you just forgot, especially once Blue came out the other side, stomach lean and empty.
While Autumn has looked at this, Blue is going to like slide her hand along like her forearm and then like slip her fingers into Autumn's and pull her hand back and say, "Don't worry about that right now. It's just these pamphlets have been changing all morning. They're not real." And try and pull Autumn's hand back to her stomach.
What? You don't know. You don't know. You don't know what that is.
This isn't a pamphlet.
It's Mr.
Oh,
This is the notebook.
it's Mr. H's book.
It's
sorry.
that pig's notebook. How would he know? How would he know this?
He doesn't know anything. Just don't listen to it.
I'm gonna look out the window. What's out the window right now?
thunder and lightning and dark clouds.
The plane's still rocking around, lights still flickering?
Yeah. You still you hear screaming in the background, but it just feels like everything important is happening in this cabin and everything else just kind of fades in the background.
Autumn will resist being soothed by Blue because Blue is perfect, but Blue is simple and Blue is not Fiona. And will sort of actually shuffle Blue off of her lap and into the seat and stand up to go lean over Aiden and look at the book as well more closely.
I keep flipping the pages.
Yeah, there are sketches of you three. Mostly of you sleeping in your rooms. Other times of you in the shower. Water running down your bodies.
Does it appear that the drawings of this world were drawn before? Or is this like... I don't guess it would be hard to tell if he was drawing them in random pages or if he was doing this in order.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it would.
How does New Autumn feel about Aiden? What does Aiden feel like?
You look at him and...
Blue definitely has a feeling now that is very different, but the same.
Like, you know that you are blessed being set apart. And Aiden isn't apart. Maybe there's almost a sense of sympathy for Aiden for trying to look so hard, and yet what little fragment he had, he got wrong.
Autumn will pet Aiden's head and say, "You are trying very hard, and I recognize that."
Thank you. I don't know how that helps my broken elbow or our situation as this plane plummets to its demise in a realm not of our own, but thank you for the vote of confidence, Autumn.
Blue's been watching them sort of glaring and a little bit annoyed that, like, Aiden's getting this attention. Say, "You'll be fine, Aiden."
Of course I'll be fine. That's why I'm looking out for you.
Not very well.
You're still here.
Blue's gonna just sit quietly again.
Well, I mean, Autumn, these things, like, Blue, did these pages mean anything to you? And I just flip back to the beginning and I start flipping through the pages with the towers, the flowers, the fruit babies.
Blue's gonna try and maintain a bit of, like, a disdainful, like, while she looks at them, which is not a practiced emotion for her.
If my theory is correct, this is where you were found. We're in the same place. We've ended up back where we started. Hastings knew about this place, maybe before we even moved into that flat. He might have been following you from the moment we brought you through the door. He knew much more about you than I ever did, and he was keeping notes. And look, I know Aiden is, like, trying to turn over a new leaf, not steal any new ideas, but I promise this is the last thing he's going to steal that was someone else's idea. Mr. H's ideas will be the last thing he steals.
Okay, a quick question about our dark secrets. We have things that are, like, at the bottom. They're like, discover the truth about the event. Oh, is that what we want to do? Discover the truth about the event, expose what happened to you, to the world, elude your fate. Okay. I was just going through these things.
That's like your drive. One of your dark secrets is also connected to a personal drive.
Okay.
So, like, my drive is to explore the truth because of the forbidden knowledge I gained from that first experiment that went wrong.
And the forbidden fruit you tasted.
Okay. Blue, like, looking at this page, would like to use her magical intuition to see what's, like, important here and what she knows, because she's starting to get the sense she knows more than she ever realized and is maybe powerful in her own right.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll it.
Yeah.
It'll be
Dab
great.
on it. Now, what do I add for my soul? Which is -1. 9.
Oh my. What are the consequences associated with that? Choose one option, but you also get an unexpected vision or attract attention. And I get to make a move. So your options are learn something about a creature's true nature, learn if something has a magical aura, learn where the illusion is weakest towards another dimension. And you can also think of something else that would be appropriate.
Blue wants to know what she thinks she needs to keep Aiden and Autumn from knowing, but particularly Autumn, as she sort of unravels that the life she thought was hers maybe isn't. Is that too much to ask?
So intuitively, you realize that you're the farthest from what these two are, while Autumn and Aiden both have this divineness within them. For Aiden, buried deep within. For Autumn, she's at the cusp of learning about your nothing. You will never be anything. You will never be important in a cosmic or even in a small level. You have no soul. You have no divinity. You are just a creation of something much greater than you. A fruit that was meant to be plucked and eaten, and just by luck has developed feelings and attachment. But at the end of it all, nothing for you will ever matter, because you don't matter.
Okay.
Now, that was with you rolling a 9, right?
Yeah. So, okay, Justin. Do we have to bring,
I mean, here's the
DM
thing.
was doing things.
This is Justin talking, meta thinking with Aiden.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to peer, because I have this enhanced awareness. I could help or hinder with my soul. If you were to tell Aiden, and this would come down to the trust that we have between us, I'm an engineer. I'll find you a soul. That'll just be my next quest. You're alive. And if I'm something and you're nothing, let's find you something to put in that nothing.
I mean, Aiden has a something.
Maybe Hastings
Is this
had
Aiden's redemption arc?
Maybe Hastings had a something and we could take that.
I'm going to be a real girl.
I'll be your Geppetto if that's what the story actually was all along.
I love this.
And if I could succeed in this moment, if I'm able to actually be empathetic enough to help this, it would come down. It would come down to boosting that 9 that you rolled to a 10 with your magical intuition. And I know that's me just kind of gaming the system, but that's also that's what the scientist does.
Game it.
And that's what I would offer. That's what Aiden would want. Aiden found you. And if you're the stray
Father
person without a soul, let's go find you one. It wouldn't be the first thing I stolen. And maybe it's ultimately going to be mine.
Yeah, or return to the garden and be eaten as if you were always meant to be.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's what that whole brunch in Italy was all about.
Yeah.
Oh boy, brunch in Italy.
Oh, no.
So you were the quiche all along. The quiche was inside you all along.
That was me. I'm the fruity. I'm just dreaming about being a flower.
Mitch, what would you have me roll with what I rolled?
Just help or hindering with your soul.
Soul.
And just so you know, you share the consequences.
Absolutely. Am I rolling with any minuses with my wounds and my stability?
No.
Then I rolled a 15. No, I rolled a 17.
Whoa!
I rolled a natural 15 plus 2 with my soul.
Yeah. So that is a +2. So we bump up your 9 to a sexy 11. So you get to choose 2 options One you could save.
I took your hand in that moment there as you were looking at that notebook and feeling your whole reality slip away into absolute despair.
Yeah, you can almost hear like this echo inside your mind crying out for mama, but it slips and fades away. You don't want to touch whatever that was, memory or haunting image.
Whatever it is, Blue, I can fix it.
Yeah, you can see that Blue's face sort of goes pale as she has this sort of vision, this connection, and that's sort of what pulls her back from like this terror, realizing what she's running from is a lack of existence. It's like her very core is not compatible with what she's trying to be. Oh gosh. Sorry, could you read me? What were the options for magical intuition again? I get to ask one more?
Yeah, learn something about a creature's true nature, learn if something has a magical nature, or learn where the illusion is weakest toward other dimensions. You can also think of something along those lines if you want to.
I can fix you, Blue, but you can find us a way out of here.
Mm-hmm. So Blue wants to know, can she sense any way? Where's the illusion weakest in this airplane? How do they get out of this?
The illusion is weakest in the dead autumn.
Dead autumn. Okay.
That beautiful chest cavity in between her breasts.
Blue's gonna stand up with that knowledge, and she's gonna go to the corpse, and she's gonna shove her hand through the chest and see if she can find something on the other side, or is it just bed and squishy?
No, there's something. It's like this little dark tunnel, almost like satin cloth, and vines just behind it, wet and moist and humid. It begs you to enter as if you were coming back up into the womb.
Wait, what's happening? Where are you going? Blue,
We need to get out of here. Come with me. We're just trapped here.
And you guys hear knocking at the door as someone's pounding on it. Hello, this is the police. We need to come in. Please open up right now.
Autumn, please, Aiden, we can get out this way. And Blue's gonna be reaching out, hoping Autumn will take her hand.
I just came from there. I just got out. Why would I go back?
It'll be safe there, I promise.
It's fine. The police will probably not do anything to you anyways. You're not even wearing any clothes. I trust you, Blue.
Oh yeah, we've just let Autumn be naked.
You're wearing a blanket or something.
As you point this out, Autumn's like it just did not even occur, did not clock. Like, looks down at herself and is like,
Did you not take the blanket I gave you?
It's like kind of soggy by now.
Yeah.
We don't need clothes where we're going, baby.
All right. I'll follow you, Blue.
Cool. As soon as Autumn grabs her hand, she's pushing in head first and trying to climb
And then
in.
Autumn reaches for Aiden.
Oh.
Okay. I literally asked for this.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. And
We're going back to Blue's home.
This is
whole.
Did anyone here watch Steven Universe?
A little bit, yeah.
You get to the point with Lion's Mane,
No.
where Steven can reach into Lion's Mane and transport. This is like the most fucked up Cronenberg version of that.
Yeah, and it's like the when you guys plop in the walls of this very tight, moist tunnel, shaped.
Why did it have to be moist?
Clinches around you.
It's a vagina.
Pushing you forward until you plop out into a beautiful red and sunny meadow. The grass itself is a deep crimson. Placing your hands upon it, they almost fall flat as if made out of this moist paper mache on the ground. You see the towers and large structures surrounding you. Vines, red and pulsating, growing out of the cracks of the ground, reaching forth into the sky.
Is the plane overhead?
There is no plane.
Is the sky clear?
Yeah, it's filled with this kind of red mist with some hints of violet and pink.
Well, this isn't Earth at all, Blue. Where have you taken us?
If Autumn went through Fiona's chest and came out of dead Autumn's chest, and then we went back through dead Autumn's chest, did we come out of dead Fiona's chest?
Oh, God.
You're not in any chest. You just
There's
kind
no
of...
chest
Yeah,
here.
you're just in this
Okay.
meadow.
We just came out of the grass.
Yeah.
But Autumn knows where we are.
Mhm.
I've been here before.
Where are
Does
we? Enlighten us. I
This
use
is
that
where-
word apparently literally this time.
This is where you were born, Blue.
Yes.
Is this the same page that Hastings drew
Mm-hmm.
with the fruit trees?
Blue is glancing around as she's sort of placing memories to locations very fuzzily. Yeah, it's. I think this is where you took me from, Aiden. I'm not sure.
I took you. I took you, Blue. I chose you.
You did. I'm so sorry. You did. I'm so thankful. And she's gonna like grab Autumn's hand and sort of like cling to her arm in the way that she has historically. You did. I think this is what is more real than where we were.
It is the most real.
So we're in the middle of a meadow. Is that correct here?
Mm-hmm. A beautiful, wonderful meadow.
Oh boy.
We were only... I only went through that door for a brief moment the night we found Blue and brought her to our place. It could have been nighttime and it would have been different. Is this the same place? Does Aiden recognize it?
Yeah, it's kind of like looking back at a dream. Everything is fuzzy and obscured, but the smell of this place is hauntingly familiar.
But that could mean the door we came through the first time could be nearby.
Does Aiden say this out loud?
I'm saying everything out loud. I can't handle keeping anything inside my head right now because nothing's going to work if I bottle it up.
We shouldn't go back though, Aiden. We can just stay here
And be eaten, according to page 5 of Hastings' novel.
And what's on page 5?
Large, titan-like creatures stretching out towards the sky, picking little baby fruits from their vines and consuming them whole.
Me.
It doesn't look like dinner's being served right now, but we don't want to be here when that bell rings.
Would I have any sense that I'm in danger being in this realm?
Ooh. Yeah, this is...
Like a
this is
cattle
homecoming.
waking up in the slaughterhouse.
Yeah, very much like a cattle in the slaughterhouse.
Oh no! So I feel that way.
More
Okay.
yeah, or more so like a snail that's about to be pierced by one of those hornets that injects its seeds and babies into inside of it till it...
I need you to
Yeah.
tell me, right before we went through dead Autumn into this meadow, what was it that you were so afraid of?
I'm not the same as both of you, I don't think. But I want to be. I'd be so much better than her, and I can be the best version of her, and I just need a chance to to become what you are, and she'll sort of gesture more to Aiden than Autumn, who is dead now.
Autumn is very, she's just been looking around and sort of feeling a bit detached in this moment. But then when Blue starts to say this, is like, no. You're perfect as you are. You're exactly as you're supposed to be. You're perfect. You're just perfect. And like, will like kind of like gesture towards her with her hands, like as if she wants to like grab her and hold her, but doesn't quite.
I don't think there's something wrong with me, and I don't know what it is. And I'm not supposed to be, I don't think I should even be alive right now. But I don't think I am even alive. I don't know, but I don't want to die, and I don't want to be eaten, and I don't want to. And she's sort of just going to trail off as she tries to like glance around. And she's trying to see if she can see the view she saw from her little pod, wherever that may have been.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been any one of these tall structures. Each one almost blends in with another. With all these little brothers and sisters cooing in the distance.
I can hear them or see them on the buildings. Oh, yeah. God.
I should have written it down. Do you remember what it was that was read in the notebook about that ended with the illusion? The phrase that Hastings had written in?
And they will enter upon and see the world, and then the illusion will break. Or something to that effect.
Illusion will break. I think Hastings was talking about you, Blue. I think you were the one that entered our world. I thought I was rescuing you, but it seems you were escaping with me. And you showing up in our world started breaking the walls down around us. And Hastings knew this, and he was following you, and he was tracking you. Fool thought it was
How would Hastings
demonic.
know? How would he know?
Maybe he knew more about the reality of our world than either of us did. Maybe he was further along this journey towards this truth than he let on. Maybe he was just insane. I don't know, but this notebook is helping right now. It's an anchor. It's keeping me sane. But he knew what this place was. He drew it. He was either here or he saw it.
I might have made a mistake in taking us here because I think Aiden's right. I think I wanted to escape. I think I need to get away from here, but I don't want to be in our reality anymore. It's too messy. Let's just go somewhere new, just like through the door, but again, and we'll go somewhere different. I just have to find wherever that door was. How did you get to me?
With the runes. Do you remember, Aiden? The ones I drew, the ones I brought to you, the ones that cracked open reality so we could find Blue.
Yes, finally you're
Perfect
admitting
Blue.
this is all your fault. Good.
You piece of shit.
No.
I mean, to say that you were the key to the knowledge.
I don't see any
But
fault
did you
here.
bring us here, or did you just open a door and Blue called us the rest of the way?
I picked Blue. I made the exchange. I took Blue.
Do I remember being picked by Autumn?
It's hard to say. You were so young.
A year ago, I was just a wee bab.
Yeah. You're not a...
I opened the gate. I took the knowledge. I inscribed the runes on your technology, and I plucked Blue, and we took her together. Blue's ours. We have to stay together.
It's almost like your child, Aiden.
Aiden, we found Blue. Blue is ours.
Well, then let's take her home. Do you remember the runes?
Do I remember the runes to create the portal to get out of here?
Of course.
Of
You're
course I do.
perfect. With perfect
I've got a
memory.
plank of wood
And
from
then
the floor. I can use this as a shovel, and I'm just going to start clearing part of the meadow. And I mean, maybe the machinery didn't matter. It was just the form it needed to take.
No, Aiden. No. And Autumn places her hands on her chest. She's like, this is the portal. The flesh is the portal.
The only
In this
words that come to
place?
mind, but that doesn't seem sanitary at all.
In this place, the flesh is the portal. And she'll actually inscribe the runes. Like, she'll, like, kind of mime them on herself.
Oh.
On her body.
I mean, the wood is broken off of a floor. It can be a very terrible carving instrument.
Yeah. Are you cutting into your flesh?
Yeah. Autumn will carve the runes into her naked flesh
Yeah.
across her torso.
Yummy.
Content warning.
Flesh carving.
And what
Yeah.
happens?
You have these runes carved into your flesh. You know that these correspond, Blue, to angels.
Do I have the sense as I'm seeing these that they're good angels? That they're angels I like, that protected me? That I feel like, what is an angel to me?
Yeah, if you recall, you're nothing.
Yeah.
A flower has no opinion on good or evil. It's just a flower.
I won't hear you say that you're nothing, Blue. You are something to me and to us. If you're missing something, we'll find it. And if we need to build it, we will. If we need to steal it, we can.
I don't think I was supposed to be.
But you're more than just a piece of ripe tomato.
I think I was supposed to be.
You might have fallen from these trees, but you escaped this place once and we'll escape it again. As many times as we have to.
I don't know if we should be so confident, but we need to get out of here. Sorry. So these angels, I believe in them to some extent, or like I think they're better than me, who is nothing.
Yeah, but it's not hard to be better than you.
Okay.
You need to
have to say
that,
it out
that
loud,
voice in your
Mitchell.
head, just stop listening to it and listen to me. And help Autumn. We might need to rename you. With
Don't listen to Mitchell.
Okay. Okay, and she is going to kneel before Autumn as she's drawing these runes into her and like pray the way she would imagine one should pray to an angel to see if she can try and make these runes work to give her a soul, to get her back to a reality where she's not just food. That's it. That's her plan right now.
How about you, Autumn?
Autumn is carving the runes into her flesh, and am I doing this without any problem? Like, this is totally fine.
Oh, it's just the flesh.
Oh yeah, it's just the flesh. And she'll actually like start to pull apart her chest, because that's where the portal is, obviously.
Yeah.
True.
And start to kind of like pull at herself between her breasts. And
You're really digging deep, huh?
yeah.
Nice.
For Blue.
Blue. Nothing like it.
And she meets Blue's eyes and glances to Aiden and says, Aiden, you have to take Blue through the portal.
how?
You know how.
You were making some wonderful gestures on an audio podcast. I have to say.
See the gestures, listeners.
Sorry. I am currently clawing at my chest and pointing at my chest as Autumn.
Oh no.
You know how.
Autumn, you have to come with us. You have to.
You'll be in me. Through me. The flesh is the portal.
I don't want to do this anymore. Let's just stay here then. Let's go get it. We can find something in our we can eat the others. Maybe they'll make me into what you are, or they'll stop hunting me that way, or
It's just like the Scientologists say. The only way out is through. They actually do literally say that.
learn every day.
Autumn, I can't kill you.
I'm already dead.
Again.
Autumn, please don't. We'll just go get, and Blue will now like stand and like hold her by the wrist to make sure she doesn't like rip her own chest open. Let's go, we'll go find, we can go find the others. There are other things like me too here, and we can go find them. And I didn't have to rip someone open the first time I went through, I don't think, and we'll make it work in some other way.
There's no other way. And Autumn will kind of like pull Blue's hand and kind of put it in and towards her chest and kind of feed it as much as she can in towards her chest.
Plant the seed.
Do we hear that sound?
Maybe you do.
Blue is going to she's starting to tear up, and she's going to lean in with her hands on her chest, but the clavicle area, and thumbs in, and she's going to lean forward and she's going to kiss Autumn. And as she does, she's going to dig her thumbs in and see if they push through easily.
They do.
Oh, come
It's
on,
painful.
Mitch. Is there nothing a world-renowned inventor, can build that is an alternative choice to this? In this meadow with nothing but sticks and vines?
We've arrived here simply to murder our pal. Oh, jeez.
You can make a roll, my friend.
Can't I just
Always
dig a hole,
make a roll.
bury you alive, and go through the flower that blooms on your grave? That feels, I don't even know.
Is Autumn tongue passing me a seed?
So, Aiden, are you making a roll or trying to figure out another
No,
alternative?
Aiden, please. I don't want to leave Autumn behind.
Yeah.
We're giving Kimberly no option to stay in the podcast. We're I've killed you once and I'll fucking do it again, bitch.
Every fortnight. So if you're letting me roll what I just rolled, I got an 18 reason.
Ooh.
Nice.
All right.
But I don't know what I'm constructing.
You're trying to wrap your mind
Aiden's
around
a genius.
everything.
Justin's a big dum-dum.
Yeah. Everything that's
always
happening
the struggle.
and pouring through the notes and the riddles within the book.
I feel like this is just like when, Abraham had to kill his son in the Bible, and then the angel came down and stopped him at the last second. I'm that angel this time! I'm stopping you at the last second!
Aiden,
we don't have
want
to
you.
do this! The runes are good enough. The flesh is the portal. But that doesn't mean we have to rip you open. That means we can use you like a battery. So I built a door. We didn't kill someone to get here that I am currently aware of. I know that's being retconned in real time as we're playing it out, that you apparently had a partner that you brought with us, but Aiden doesn't know it. She never existed in my timeline, so it doesn't matter.
Truth.
I don't know that.
I'm so sorry we did this to you.
Tell me later. Ruin my life later. But for now, we just...
I just want someone to climb through my chest and find a better world.
Yeah, be inside
I
me,
need
damn it.
you
God.
in our better world. You're coming with us too, you
Oh.
No.
voluptuous witch.
Hell yeah.
We still haven't met Cersei.
Yeah, there is not a single place where Blue will be safe.
Oh God.
Of course not, but
She is prey in every reality.
she will be safe when she gets what she's missing. Or at least as safe as I am.
This is true. And therein lies the seed.
How
You
do
need
I-
my seed inside you.
Me?
Who and what is the seed and where it is planted breaks the illusion.
I'm sorry, my brain is exploding like I'm just learning what the Matrix is. So let's break down this puzzle here in my head as I go into my fucking Sherlock Holmes vision. So the seed is the soul. Correct?
It seems.
Yeah. The
Possibly,
illusion
correctly.
is Earth, where we're from. Breaking the illusion is what's keeping us in our world and has allowed us to travel to this meadow, where babies are eaten off of plants. Wonderful. Just like heaven.
New Jersey.
Yeah, exactly. Everything's legal in New Jersey. So we, Blue entered into our world, broke the illusion, brought us here by accident, because it's just what happens when someone without a soul is in our world without this seed. We need to get back. Now, Autumn thinks that they can just carve runes into their body and we can jump through their chest cavity and get back to Earth. And that's probably going to work, actually. But that won't save Blue. We'll just end up right back here again like a bungee cord.
Eventually, possibly. You don't sound wrong.
But if the seed is the soul, then there's only 2 of us here. We need 3 to get back.
I have a seed. Cersei gave me the seed.
You've got 2 seeds?
A gift. I have to plant the seed.
Get sowing then!
I have the equipment! Just kidding.
Well, yeah, so if you want, you could. For you are perfect.
This is amazing.
But that is up to everyone in the cast.
I will opt to just vigorously make out with Blue. So Autumn, as Aiden does, speaks these revelations out loud because Aiden can't shut the fuck up and loves the sound of his own voice.
I'm having a revelation over here!
And Autumn is like, oh yes, I was given the seed. And will actually...
You have an extra soul? Just lying around?
take where she's kind of carved into her chest and like press her fists over it and like kind of like push and feel and then kind of like lean towards Blue to kiss her.
Blue is hella into this in a very like sad, snotty, like, please don't make me love you. No, but like I don't want Autumn to go. Blue is just like very clearly desperate in how like her fingers are curling on her chest as she like leans into this kiss and
Autumn pushes against her chest as if like almost like a upwards and like her body kind of comes forward almost like a retch, but not quite, not that gross, kind of like and then kisses Blue and attempts to give her the seed in the best way she knows how.
Yeah, so like kiss.
yeah.
It was like the vision that you had with the sacrifice with the cult earlier when they were planting seeds in this guy's body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you placed it into his mouth. They were training you, I suppose, for this moment.
Blue will sort of register it, not really stop for it, like continue the kiss, and then when they pull it back, she's just going to like peacefully swallow.
Yeah. And it's like this lovely thought, like in the midst of gods and giants Someone picked a flower and loved it. Intertwined in this dark red mist, you hear a small child's voice. Mom? And that's where we end it.
Oh, good ending, Mitchell. Good, thank God, Aiden. Good job, buddy. We needed you.
Oh my God. Someone to say like, hey, you guys are being fucking idiots as Autumn's carving like her chest open, like, get in here.
You don't need to rip her chest open. You just need to kiss each other.
Our only option is murder.
And I need to watch for research. I need to write all of this down and do a quick sketch in Hastings' notebook.
Yeah, it happens more often in doctor school than people realize.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Oh my God. That was so tense.
I was like, oh no.
And I have a feeling that just as like a postscript there, Aiden's advantage of enhanced awareness allows me to sense that locations of the illusion is weak. And if we were looking at like aura around people, Blue's never had one.
Mm-hmm.
And now Blue just starts to like a light that is just flickering and turning on for the very first time and starting to glow like a small candle flame just clicks
I'm a real boy.
Red and hot and venomous and horrific and terrible, Blue is birthed, and thus the future is that much darker.
Yes, I'm the thing that follows.
You are the they that will enter the world and the illusion will break. We will be the ones that shatter the walls down. I mean, if we are trapped in an illusion, which Hastings seemed to believe we were, Blue's gonna be our fucking wrecking ball.
Come in like a wreck.
Yeah.
Except Miley Cyrus is covered in way more slime in this version of the video.
I feel like Aiden's like this midwife in this whole campaign, and Autumn's like, I don't know, mother and father both.
Yeah,
and then lose the baby, but it's a baby wrecking ball.
Yeah, it's very confusing for the baby because she's also still kind of aware.
Look, it's the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. It's all up in there. It's shit.
I love it.
Beautiful and weird, and if
they're all the same. Oh boy, we did it, guys! We did it.
Well, thank you for traveling with us on Flight 191. If you would like to share this campaign or listen to it all over again, you can find the playlist on our YouTube channel or at terriblewarriors.com/cult. That's cult spelt with a K. And with this conclusion, we are going to take a much-needed vacation. Next week, we'll be sharing an encore presentation of the audio from our live streams with the Dungeons and Do-Gooders from Tabletop Tuesdays. So if you missed those live shows back in June and July, buckle in. You're going to love it as we sampled a different one-shot RPG each week during the 8-week series. Of course, follow us on Twitter at Dice Warriors to stay up to date with all that we are planning for our next season that we will be releasing in the fall. But if you would like to help craft what happens next on the Terrible Warriors, consider signing up to the Tip Club. Every month, I host a private game for our Patreon sponsors, and there is a chair at that virtual table waiting for you. To find out more about supporting the podcast, visit patreon.com/terriblewarriors. Kult Divinity Lost is published by Helmgast. Our theme music is by Epic Game Music. All other music is licensed through Epidemic Sound. Our Terrible Warriors for Kult were Ainslie Moores as Blue, Kimberly Dewing as Autumn, myself, Justin Ecock, as Aiden, and Mitch Wallace as our Game Master. We will return with new games, new stories, and new adventures in October. And until that time, when we find you again at the terrible warrior table. Thank you for listening. Be good to each other.